Fashion Dolls. It is Transformation Tuesday, and welcome to another new episode of Style by Stevie. This makes day 12 of Miss Stevie's Christmas Holiday Special. All throughout the month of December, we are going to be celebrating up until the 25th. There won't be a show on the 25th, but we're going to kick off this amazing week with these amazing guests for the Christmas holidays, Fashion Dolls. All right? So our very special guest has been on the show previously, and he has been on so many amazing films and platforms, and he's back today for his second interview, Fashion Dolls. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our very special guest, Malik Beckford, or Uncle Mac and Cheeses. We'll get into that when he gets here. Shout outs to my brother K-Tooks85. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to his platform, the K-Tooks Spot, amazing talk show and platform. And I'm trying to make sure I don't have no wardrobe malfunctions over here. That's why I'm sitting calmed and relaxed. It ain't that kind of party. But let's get into this interview, Fashion Dolls, with our very special guest, Malik. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
It's such a pleasure to have you back, and we see you in the holiday spirit. You've got your tree and everything.
Yeah, I put that up before Thanksgiving this year, finally, because I was like, I'm a Sagittarius. My birthday's in 2 days. And
Thursday,
I just wanted to be in a festive, black boy joy, jubilant mood, you know?
Speaking of holidays, how was your Thanksgiving holidays, and what did you do? How did you spend it?
Man, oh my goodness. So I was sick. I had like a cold, and this was one of the first Thanksgivings I didn't have a meal with a family. It was very much like Netflix and recover. And so that was my sad Thanksgiving. So I'm planning to make that up for my birthday and Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and all the sorts.
So did your family at least FaceTime you while you were home and
Yeah,
check
I
on
spoke to
you?
them. My mom brought me a very special hot toddy. So that was my Thanksgiving meal to try to get, she had, it's this like old school Southern, cognac something. It was delicious, but it helped me. It got me a little bit right.
Now, your birthday is Thursday. As you mentioned, you're Sagittarius.
Yeah.
So what are your special plans for your birthday, for your special day?
Cool. So on the day, I actually teach a gymnastics class for adults on Thursday nights. I got back into teaching gymnastics in September, which has been a lot of fun. So I'll be bringing some cakes and stuff over there to my gymnastics class on my actual birthday. And I actually have to spend my entire birthday editing a piece that I'm doing with some of my students on Thursday. So I'm going to be just sort of like on the computer all day and then doing that class. And then the next day, I'm going to this place called Farox Athletics. It's a ninja gym. And they have an adult night where adults can come, take a little sip if they want. They have beverages there and do train on the obstacle courses that they have on like American Ninja Warrior. So I have a few friends coming with me to that, and then we'll see where the night takes me after that. So that's what my Friday's looking like.
Now,
Also teach as well. I'm going to be teaching my students at a conservatory in Connecticut. So I'll have that class before I go do that on Friday. So that's my weekend. It's going to be pretty cool.
Bouncing around. So what are your Christmas holiday plans? You said you put your tree up and everything. Have you started your Christmas holiday shopping? Because I know a lot of people are starting to scramble because Christmas will be before you know it.
Yeah, so for Christmas, I think, a little family stuff, of course. I'm going to do the Kwanzaa pub crawl for the first time with my sister. She has a supper club called Beck's Backs Events. And we're going to be a big team of, fresh and fun young Black people going out to have fun at the Kwanzaa pub crawl. And I'm thinking I might wear a Grinch costume because I don't know why. I just have been drawn to the Grinch this year, but in a positive and funny way, not in like a steal your Christmas spirit, but in like I want people to laugh.
And you made us laugh because you know why? You've mentioned supper. Now, tell us how the name Uncle Mac and Cheeses came to be, because I looked at your picture. I had to do a double take on your picture on here on the gram and on Facebook, and I hollered. How did you manage to put your face on Uncle Ben's face?
That's my good friend. My good friend. He's an artist. I went to LaGuardia High School, so I'm friends with a lot of people in different fields of the arts. And one of my friends, Jovan, we're actually looking to start doing sketches together. We be like, yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. And he's also my sneaker coach. You know what I mean? So um, he just was like, I think I didn't even ask him to do it. He just does this thing where he face blends people. He does like the Michael Jordan crying meme with like Bart Simpson, and like that's just like
Oh,
his
yeah.
aesthetic. I'll find his page. I think it's I'm trying to figure out what his art page is. I'll look and see if I can find it. But he just put it together and sent it to me, and I hollered too. I was like, that's funny, because I had Uncle Ben as my character for a very long time, because I just was like Uncle Mac and Cheeses. And that was my first Instagram name when I got Instagram, back when we had to start using Instagram other than Facebook. And even the kids that I babysat and I would like cook for, like they always, every time I told anyone that name, they just start laughing. It just immediately, for some reason, the name Uncle Mac and Cheeses just makes people laugh. And so that's my secret passion that I don't share a lot with people. Generally, I do when I can, but I cook. That's what I do. I've gotten my grandmother's Southern recipe roots, and then my other grandmother, she's from Jamaica, and I'm a New Yorker, and I like to travel around the world, and Gordon Ramsay's like my favorite person. So that food brand is sort of like what I'm going for with without studying it, right? Like I know I can go to culinary school and whatnot, but that's not my bag. I have friends who did that. This is something that is a passion that I hold dear to, just sort of like letting it flow versus presenting it like I do with acting and other things.
And what I love about you, and we talked about this the last time, is that you bring a joy to people in such dark times. In the Christmas holiday spirit, a lot of people, we talked about this yesterday. I talked about this with Tyrus, but it's the holiday blues. A lot of people start feeling the holiday blues. And that's what people need during these times right now, is laughter more than anything. And you definitely bring that to people. It's like when I looked at your picture, I had to do a double take. And I was in the process of getting my hair and makeup done. And I looked at your picture and I said, "Oh my God, did he? Who? How did this happen?" So I had to ask. So the last time we spoke, you were talking about podcasts and other things. What have you been up to since we last spoke?
So Can You Dig It dropped, the piece that we did for
Yeah.
Audible. It was actually, it won awards at this award festival called the Signal Awards. And it was one of the 3 projects that Audible nominated for the For You consideration for the Grammys. We didn't actually give a Grammy nod, but we were one of the 3 projects that Audible was like, yes, we want them to see this and nominate it. So that was just really good. There's some other things in the works with that brand, Can You Dig It, that I'm very excited about. And it was a really successful piece. So if you haven't checked that out, listen to it. I'm featured in episode 5. I play an actual character, an actual human being named Hollywood, who was part of one of the gangs in the Bronx. And I studied his voice on the YouTube from this
Mm.
documentary called, I think it's The Rebel Kings or Flying Cut Sleeves. I'm not sure which one he was featured in, but I studied the voice, and I did the actual text that he did, and it was just one of those things that actually we recorded that a year ago tomorrow. So I'm very excited that that piece has flowered and moved forward. I've done some other things that I can't talk about, which I'm very excited about, which is beautiful. Like to have can't talk about it, but hopefully I can let people know about that soon, but I don't think so. And then I had a short film that did really well in some festivals here in New York, and it was really cool. It's called the Journey of Malcolm Miracle and Dave, or just short Malcolm Miracle, where I played a wrestler who was dealing with coming home from being incarcerated. And well, a young man who was dealing with coming home from being incarcerated, and then he found wrestling as his passion. Shot in like a mockumentary style, so it was a documentary-ish of this fictional character, which was fun to do. And you know, jumping back into, you know, teaching gymnastics at the 92nd Street Y, and I have adult classes that I teach there. So those are on Mondays and Thursdays, and it's just been something that I really love getting back into, and some projects and auditions that are going on. So it's just the, you know, the grind of continuing to act and continuing to audition. The strike kind of slowed things down, and so
Yes.
getting back into the mix.
How does it feel to be back in the scene? Because the strike took a toll on the entire entertainment business, the writers and actors strike. How does it feel to be back booming and doing what you're doing?
It's good. It's been great because, you know, we get auditions, and it's a time to, especially during the holiday time when things slow down, things are
Yes.
actually picking up during this time, which is very interesting because we're used to, all right, early December, things slowing down, things not picking back up until January. But now it's sort of like more of a rolling process. This season is just filled with so many great things to be a patron of. And so falling in love with the idea of I'm in this community and I'm a member of this community, and I can inspire people to become parts of this community and just watch and enjoy. We have The Color Purple coming out, which is going to win all the awards, right? Like, those people are amazing. And we have Pearly Victorious on Broadway. So I'm just happy to be in the community and actually understand more of what I got going on. And there's some other things that I want to get into, which is coaching. I'm an acting coach, and I've been doing that since I was in high school. And now I'm actually formalizing how I'm going about that. I feel like I have enough experience now where I could share with people and feel that it is something that's benefiting both of us versus just sort of like, I feel, and no shade to anyone, sometimes coaching can benefit the coach more than the artist. And I want to really make sure that it's artist forward. And so that's what I've been crafting. That's what I'm excited to get into. And again, like I said, just being a member of the community and sharing in that way, it's just been a blessing.
And you definitely have made an impact on the culture. When I introduced you, when we did our first interview, I said, I introduced you as the character Bobby Little Bill. That's
Yeah.
how the world came to know you. And then your career just soared astronomically from there on. And you have tenureship in this business. So how does it feel to know that your voice is having an impact on the next generation and the upcoming actors and actresses out here?
Oh, it's great. I'm actually moving from doing an acting styles class with the conservatory, and we're teaching a scene study class. And a real big pillar in my teaching is I ask the participants, the students, what do you want to know? What can we explore together? And so I really don't come at it with, I'm teaching you my thing. I come at it with,
Right.
I'm enhancing your natural abilities and just trying to open other pathways to other places. So I'm really excited that that's something that is a pillar in what I'm doing. I have my very first theater company. I was actually going to say my very first thing before Little Bill was I was a two-time winner on the very first Kids Showtime at the Apollo. And so that was like my thing. And randomly, people hit me up on Facebook like, were you on the Apollo recently? Because apparently, I guess it's playing on like Roku TV, which is hilarious to me. And after that, I went to a theater company called Tada Youth Theater. It's a musical theater program here in the city where a lot of people have come out of. I can probably name a few: Ricky Lake, Kerry Washington, Azealia Banks, all came from this place. And I just have been teaching there, and it's been really rewarding because it was like the first place that I did theater, the first place that took me to see Broadway. And I recently wrote just sort of my experiences down for one of their campaigns because their organization is turning 40 years old next year. And so Jordan Peele actually was the very first house manager of my first play that I ever did. And so it's just understanding that this community and this art is a lifetime has given me a lot of peace. Like, it's, you don't have to rush to get it. It's not about, you know, the big jobs. It's about the journey. And
Yes.
so that's what I'm really excited to move forward with. In collaboration, I want to collaborate more with people. That's something that I feel is important to me.
Looking back, as you go back all the way to when you did your performance on the Apollo to Little Bill, what would you tell that young man that is on his way to becoming this amazing award-winning actor? What would you tell your younger self in that
Mm,
time?
it's interesting. A lot of the times people say when you perform on camera, you should perform for that person, for that young self, because it just brings a lightness to you that I think, and a truthfulness. And so I try to connect to that energy all the time. And I would say to take yourself seriously when needed. And I just learning how to discern those moments, because there are times where you can, you know, not believe in yourself, and self-doubt can come into play, or there are times where you are really trying at one thing and not really having a focus towards the macro. You're really trying to focus in on the micro. And so I think that if one could remember to take themselves seriously, but remember that there needs to be an underlying joy, you will have a good balance. So that is something that I would tell my younger self, to always remember that you have to live your life and have joy, and you can't always want to achieve. You have to really live. And so that's what I would tell myself.
Absolutely. Now, your birthday is Thursday.
Yes.
What does this milestone mean for you in life? Because I know when I turned 30, it's just like a whole new mindset, a whole new outlook. What else are you manifesting? Because the year is halfway out.
Yeah, I'll be 34, which is interesting. I'm going to be 34 on my birthday, and I'm manifesting. I had a conversation with my mom, and she was really like, you need to live for you. You need to, you know, give me that mama talk, like, you know, they're called by the spirit. And I'm manifesting abundance, but within giving, right? I want to give, and I want to be of service to myself. Foremost, you got to put your own mask on first before you can help other people. And so, yeah, I'm manifesting taking the steps necessary to have the access that I want. Um, I earlier this year, I created a phrase for my students. I want you to have an excess of access. And so that's what I'm manifesting, that I'm able to access all of the things in which I need to bring me to the next level and to fulfill me where I am.
Yes. And it's like when you turn 30, it's a milestone. Not only that, but it gives you a different insight on like the things that you would do when you were maybe, let's say, 17 or 19, you wouldn't do in your 30s. It's just like, okay, this is real. This is really real for me right now at this
Yeah.
point in my life. This is the turning point.
Yeah. Um, this is the turning point for me in certain aspects. But what's interesting is that the things that I introduced myself to at those earlier ages are coming back. I first started gymnastics when I was 16, which is really late in the sport, right? Because it was at my school. We had a gymnastics team, and I wasn't in the musical that year, and I was like, I have the time. And so now I'm getting back into it after I coached years ago. I stopped coaching maybe 9 years ago. And so I'm getting back into it, and I'm challenging myself with fear. Swimming, I'm doing all the things that I was afraid to do a little bit of, or that I felt like, oh, I gotta take a seat back because I don't want to hurt myself for acting. I need to think about that. I'm like, no, I'm doing all the things, and so I'm excited. I'm excited with the opportunity to continue to develop myself and to understand that that process never ends in a real positive way. Like, yeah, it's never gonna be enough, and that's okay. I'm gonna continue to go and continue to grow.
And it feels good when you accomplish something, when you push yourself to the edge and just not let fear deter you from following your desires. And that's one thing I've had to learn getting into this business too, is you can't let fear stop you from following your dreams or to just hold you
Exactly.
back. So,
That's so true. That's so true. Um, I that's how I want to inspire people to do, right? Like in acting and gymnastics and everything else, just sort of like you just gotta go for it. You gotta go for it, and you gotta risk it for the biscuit. You gotta move with the fear, right? It's a part of you, right? And learning that, like I've had auditions that I've bombed, like just big rooms, big, just oh gosh. And when you're on set, that energy is still gonna come. And so, how do you breathe into that? And that's part of a practice. You have to practice that. Like it's not. Some people are natural at it, right? That's great. Thank you for being natural. Show us your ways. But the practice really is just breathing, connecting to your breath, moving forward, understanding that you are a conduit, you are a channel. I'm kind of sounding like Terrence Howard a little bit right now. You are the conduit, like that energy. But it's one of those things where I'm learning just to take it easy, move forward, move through it. No guts, no glory. That's facts. You gotta risk it.
yes, absolutely. And Lyndon goes live. So make sure you guys go and check out his lives too. Very
For sure.
positive, and he has the same type of conversations,
Wow.
inspiring people and making an impact on their lives as well too, which is key. Now, this year went by so fast. 2023 went by so fast. What are you looking forward to in 2024?
Well, if the most important thing that's happening in 2024 is Simone Biles competing in the Olympics. I don't know, like that to me. If I could find my way to see that, like that's one thing that is like top of the list. 2024 is going to be a big year, big year. So I'm just looking forward to the opportunity to continue to develop. I'm looking forward to taking my personal business to a level of professionalism that meets the goal, and I'm excited about those opportunities where I can coach people and find new people, build a community, and help and join communities too. So, yeah, and my tumbling. I'm looking forward to personal development. Really, like I want to flip. I want to learn how to do all those things. I don't want to tell myself no, and yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. The opportunity to continue to, yeah, like I said, move into some different things and direct and yeah, a lot of different things.
Yes, 100%. I've already created my vision board. I already got a game plan of what I'm looking for. And Gail King said this yesterday. She said, no means on. So game on. And
Ooh,
2024, I am definitely going to take it on with a challenge because I'm ready to see what this year we've had so many ups and downs in 2023, but I'm looking forward to 2024, a fresh new start, reset. It's like pressing the reset button all over again. So I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, it's so wild because 2020 was like boom, right? Then it went slow and we had a new president, and now 2024. You just gotta leave it up to God because we already seen what has happened, and so I'm just excited that this time it really is a time of renewal. It really is the time to look in and to push yourself into new places. And so I'm excited to see what you got going on. We want to see you on the red carpet doing interviews and all over the place, right? Like, let's
Yeah,
build.
I'm excited. And then my new season is coming up, season 18. So I'm excited for that. Been working on that. We've been doing this and going all throughout this month of December. And it's just been exciting. I'm enjoying it. And the biggest milestone was turning 30. Like, I've never thought that I would have a different outlook on life and just perspective and putting things in tune.
Mm.
And of course, lots of self-care and love. That's something that I'm very, very adamant about too, is making sure that I take care of myself and protecting my peace. I've learned that it's okay to take breaks. You don't have to do it all the time, but take breaks and make sure that you're taking care of number one first. So I'm always giving, 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 but I've learned that it's okay to, take that time for yourself.
Yeah.
Focus on yourself and your health.
Yeah. Resetting is important. Picking yourself up, assessing what you've been through, and then you could come back better. You could come back sharper. You can come back with a different angle, and so a different niche. And so I think, that is the greatest opportunity with where we've been as a society, with what we're going to be going through in 2024. And I think that there's a time to really establish oneself and to inspire others. And so I know your community is just so vast. Like you share with so many different types of people. You are a pioneer in what you're doing with these interviews. So truly, thank you, because it's not easy to continue and to put yourself on that track of, no, this is my vision. This is how it's going to go down. This is how I'm going to follow through with it. It's not an easy path, and to do that within community is so key. It's so tantamount. And so thank you for these opportunities, and continue to do this and grow it how you see fit, shrink it how you see fit, because it's yours.
Absolutely. And I believe that everybody's story deserves to be told. So that's what I do here on my platform, is I allow Black voices mainly to come and tell their stories, because I know that other outlets won't do it unless it's on a bigger scale. And what I want to do is make Black voices heard all over the world, because it's for us as creators, as film directors, as producers, as actors, actresses, singers, songwriters. Black voices, our voices deserve to be heard as well. So that's
Indeed.
what I represent here on my platform. But it's multifaceted because my audience is wide range from all over the world, different walks of life, different experiences, and they're tuned in and they're focused. For me, it's nerve-wracking sometimes and it's overwhelming, but I'm just like, you got this. And I keep reminding myself, you got this. Every morning I get up and I do my morning manifestation and my prayer. And that is what gets me through. And I've learned this from actor Rico King. What he does is he has this board full of like sticky notes of affirmations and quotes that he lives by. And I've started posting them on my little vision board, on my vision board that I made for the new year. And every morning I get up, I put a sticky note on my mirror, and it keeps me focused. Of course, I've written believe in my lipstick on my mirror. So every morning I get up and I look at that, it reminds me to believe in everything that is going to
Mm.
come true and manifest. And it's happened. So I'm thankfully blessed that this platform is taken off the way it has. I would have never expected, because before I doubted myself,
Mm.
and I didn't think I could, but people reassured me, and that's why I surround myself with people who uplift me and keep me grounded. That's important.
That's a message that's dope. So yeah, thank you. Like that, I think that that's so important, that you do surround yourself with that, and that you have that practice, right? Whatever your practice is, I think it's important to continue. And so you re-inspired me to really move into that space. So thank you.
No problem, 100%. All right, fashion dolls. I would be remiss if we had D. Malik here and we didn't get into some holiday Christmas fun. Hence why I'm wearing the green. He's got his tree up and I'm feeling festive. You guys know that it is the 12 days of Miss Stevie's Christmas, and I have some amazing guests all throughout the month of December up until the 25th, Christmas Day. All right. So we're going to have some holiday fun here with D. Malik. And I'm going to find out in this game of Would You Rather, or what we like to call Christmas, etc. So I'm going to give D. Malik two choices, and he has to tell me which would he prefer. All right? So
Okay.
here's the first one. Would you rather be completely alone or have 100 people crammed into your house all Christmas Day?
Whoa, 100 people. I'll be
Yes.
alone. No, alone.
When I think of that scenario, I think of Kevin McAllister on Home Alone because
Yeah,
all of the family members had to share beds, they had to share rooms, and I can only imagine we're fighting over the bathroom and everything. And it's one bathroom, and you got to wait for the next person to come out, and the kitchen area. I mean, space is a thing. So, but it's family though. I totally understand. So for me, I wouldn't mind if I
yeah,
had a house that big. If I had a big house,
yeah. It
yeah.
reminds me of my Nana's house in Christmas back in the day. So I definitely experienced that. It gives me nostalgia, but it's like, let's be alone for this Christmas.
Okay, here's the next one.
All right.
Would you rather invite cousin Eddie to Christmas dinner or invite Clark Griswold?
Cousin Eddie or who?
Clark Griswold.
Hmm. I'm gonna say Cousin Eddie.
I'm thinking these are movies. Christmas Vacation. If you guys are familiar, National Lampoons, the cousin that bought the dog and he bought his wife and the kids. It, watch Christmas Vacation if you guys haven't
Okay.
seen
I
it.
like. I'm gonna go with Cousin Eddie though because I don't know, something about Cousin Eddie sounds better, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay, here's the next one.
All right.
Would you rather participate in a white elephant gift exchange or a secret Santa gift exchange?
Can you explain to me what a white elephant gift exchange is?
Anonymous, meaning that you don't know what you're going to get. Someone is going to get you a gift, and you have to take this gift. And my thing is this, and I had this conversation with a Mary Thompson not too long ago. If someone is buying me a gift or purchasing me a gift and I don't like the gift, I have to put on that fake smile like, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. What did you get me? And it could be something that doesn't go with the decor. And I represent a lot of Christmas movies because you guys have seen, what was it, A Christmas Story, where the father bought their leg lamp and
Oh
the wife.
yes.
I would be the mom. I would be the mom in that situation. I'm accidentally watering my plant, and then one day I just take
Smash it.
if you know, you know. Yeah. I
I
was
love that.
watering my.
That's one of my rituals. I must watch, I must wake up and fall asleep during Christmas Story on Christmas. Like, I'm just like, it's on the TV. I must do that experience. So, I guess the white elephant. I like the anonymous.
Okay. Would you rather go to an ugly Christmas sweater party or a fancy holiday party?
Ooh, oh my gosh. I'm so basic and rustic that I've got a few ugly Christmas sweaters. I love fancy, but I think the holidays is the time to have fun and to let loose. So, ugly sweater. Bring me the lights. Put all the stuff on the ugly sweater.
Would you rather give one person a $5,000 gift or give 1,000 people a $5 gift if you had the choice?
Whoa. Since I'm about abundance this year, let's go with 1,000 people a $5 gift because I think that could go a long way.
Yes. And people need uplifting during this time of year. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me. I would go with the 1,000 also too.
Yeah.
All right. And this one is going to be a tough one.
All
Would
right.
you rather listen to only Christmas music or watch only Hallmark movies for the month of December?
Only Christmas music, no question. That Jackson 5 album, first of all, that was on repeat throughout my childhood. The Christmas album is just, it's on my phone randomly. That's like the only album that's on my actual phone. That and a Drake album somehow randomly, and that U2 album that they put on. So I only have the Christmas album, and when I don't play Spotify, I play the phone. Sometimes I'm in the gym and I'm like listening to Michael Jackson sing his Christmas album. So yeah, only Christmas music, and it could only just be that one. But there's so many great Christmas songs out there that could be on repeat from December 1st to the last day of Kwanzaa. You know.
Would you rather eat an entire gingerbread house or chug an entire gallon of eggnog if you had the choice?
Christmas challenge. I love these type of challenges, by the way. Like I watch all of those TV shows where they do competitive stuff. A gingerbread house. Gingerbread house would be more fun than chugging the eggnog. If you said coquito, we would have a real big problem. It was like, do I drink the coquito? It would be coquito for sure. But definitely going to be doing the gingerbread house.
All right, Christmas cards. Would you rather receive printed Christmas cards or handwritten Christmas cards?
My mom would love, she loves cards. That's her thing. So I would go handwritten.
Because you know the person, they're penning whatever it is and they're feeling in their heart. And I have an aunt in New York. She would always send Christmas cards down here for me and my brother. And I've kept every one of them. So we're always exchanging Christmas cards during this time of year. So I don't know what she's going to do this year. Now, this one's going to be a tough one for you guys at home, too, that are watching. Would you rather shop for presents or wrap gifts?
Shop for presents or wrap gifts. I consider myself someone who's very specific and I like folding. So I like the wrapping gifts. That's a lot of fun. It's kind of therapeutic. Like to do a perfect wrap. There's so many different ways to wrap the gifts. I'll order the presents in from Amazon or something because ain't nobody got time to be in line like that during the holiday season. That's a no. So yeah, I'd rather wrap the gifts.
Would you rather visit Rockefeller Center's tree lighting or go to a midnight mass at the Vatican?
The Vatican? Tree lighting. The Vatican it's a beautiful experience. It's one of those once in a lifetime experiences. I went to Rome by myself when I studied in London, which is a cool thing that I did. But it takes like 4 hours to even walk through the Vatican from the beginning to end to do the tour. That I know that mass would just be. I don't like crowds like that in that type of way. Nope. I'll be in good old New York because I know New York. But maybe once in life, I'll go to the Vatican again and see that thing.
Would you rather wear an ugly Christmas sweater to work every day for a month or elf ears to work every day for a month?
A different ugly Christmas sweater or the same?
It can be a different one. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing an ugly Christmas sweater. Because the elf ears, I think, will get old. There's not really much I could do. And Will Ferrell killed Elf. Like, that's his thing. That's his thing. Will Ferrell is like the elf. And so, yeah, I'm gonna rock out on my Christmas sweater theme.
Would you rather spend Christmas Day on the beach or in the mountains?
I have never had a beach Christmas, so let's go to the beach.
And it's been cold. It's so cold right now. So if it's warm, I definitely would go to the beach too.
Yeah, we gotta go to the beach. The beach Christmas that seems like a good flex that I want to have one day.
Okay,
There's
one
my
more
friend
fashion
who just
though.
joined us. His birthday's coming up. I'm the godpappy kind of to his son, and his birthday's coming up too. My friend, he's a rapper, Strange New York. He's really dope. Shout out to you.
Last one, fashion dolls.
Oh, let's do it.
Would you rather relive a past winter holiday again or get to travel to a future winter holiday?
The past, because the future is going to happen no matter what. Get an opportunity to be with the family that passed and all that type of stuff. I think that would be a dope film, actually. That's a dope concept for a movie. You over here writing movies. That's a dope, like, Christmas, Christmas past, all that type of stuff. Wow. Yeah. Okay. You might just give me a concept.
Yes. If you guys watched Diva's Christmas Carol with Vanessa Williams, you got the Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future, and it'll tell you, okay, this is what happened in your past, and you get to go back and relive that in time. Just that feeling to be able to sit with your family members that are no longer here and talk to them, and they see you grown up. If that could happen in life, that would be something.
Right? That's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to think about, and I love that as artists we get to explore those type of thoughts and live with that in a way that's artistic, in a way that's fulfilling. So that was an amazing thought dream to have just now. So thank you for that question.
All right, fashion dolls. Last one, last bonus, this or that question. How do you feel about gift cards? Because we've been talking about it throughout this week. How do you feel about gift cards? Giving gift cards.
Gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like gift cards. I think gift cards are beautiful. I think they're very specific, especially like the bank gift card, like the little credit card thing. Like you could
Oh
go and do
yeah.
whatever you want versus like handing out just cash. Cash is always nice too, right? But I think if someone does a specific gift card because they know you love that place, like I think that's really warm. That's really nice. Like I mean, I Starbucks every now and then. If someone gave me $100 for Starbucks, I wouldn't be mad at that. Be mad at that at all.
And the person can go in and get what they like at your expense. You got them something that they love. Like my brother's girlfriend also loves Starbucks, and my father and everybody in the family just discovered that. So my brother's a sneaker junkie. He loves hip hop music and sneakers. Me, we are the complete opposite. I'm more so of a makeup and fashion girl, and he knows certain things. Him and her both know certain things. Like last Christmas, they got me an eyeshadow palette.
Okay.
And I'm like, I didn't even ask for this. How did y'all know that I wanted this? And then the previous Christmas, she bought me makeup brushes. So it was a blessing. It's like they know my personality. It's little things like that. So when it comes to shopping for gifts for people, make sure you know their personality and what things they like. I love pink, and the palette was pink. So beautiful gift. And I still have it. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really important to be thoughtful. That's how I am in my work with teaching and acting. I'm learning how to just be more thoughtful with what I'm doing and to make a moment, right? Like you know that would do something for someone, and so be specific about it. Don't be general. Be specific. If you're going to give from that specific warm place. And so I think that's something that's a pretty good thought. That's awesome.
All right, fashion dolls, we are almost at the end of the road for our interview. Final thoughts that you would like to leave people going into the new year of 2024? Because I'm definitely going to bring you back for my 18th season. That is going to
Hey,
happen. I know you're working on things. So, what advice would you give to people that are just feeling that holiday blues, as I mentioned, and going into the new year of 2024?
there are more colors than the blues to have during the holidays, and you don't need
Mm,
to be someone who is denying how you feel. If you miss your family, find some private time to do something for them, for their energy, for their spirit. And I think that this is a time, like you said, of renewal. So allow the renewal to happen. Don't go out seeking for it. There's going to be a moment, I believe, in the holidays for everyone that you can discover something within. You can discover a new pathway. So leave yourself alone enough to just have those discoveries, and that's what I'm working towards. And also, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Um, I'm someone who's very private. I go, I'll, you know, some people be like, I didn't even know you were doing that. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I posted it. And so I actually reached out to many people about my birthday situation. And people can't come, they can't come. But I just, sent a little invite. I went the extra step to design the day that I wanted. And I think that we have the opportunity to do that every day, every moment, every minute, to design the next thing that we want to experience. So yeah, I want people to let themselves have what they need. And we know what
absolutely.
that is instinctually. So yeah.
And to add on to that, before we conclude today's show, Fashion Doll, it ties into what Dee Malik just said. Today's final thought comes from actress Lynn Whitfield, and she says this: inner truth is a constant reset. Don't deny yourself. If you know you are feeling something, and my thing is, as pertains to mental health, it's okay to not be okay. And a lot of people, I said this yesterday with Ty, a lot of people sometimes wear I'm one of those people, I sometimes wear my emotions on my sleeve. And my thing is not to take things personal. My mom would always be like, girl, why are you always taking things so personal? And a lot of people will tell me that too. I've learned that now when you're in your 30s, you just don't care about certain things. You just, regardless, you're nonchalant about it. You just let it, you go with the flow. You learn, you can't control every situation, but the ones that you can control that are part of your story and your journey and your destination and a part of your truth, you do have control over. But anything else, it's gone with the wind. It's dust at the end of the day. So, and the truth is definitely a reset. And again, it's like being reborn again. You have to come to terms with your truth so that you can reset, restart. And as Demon Lee just mentioned, renewal. Because going into the new year is all about renewal, where we were such in cloudy times in 2023, from the writer strike to bills being passed. There's so many things. I could go on and on. We'd be here all day. But you guys understand where I'm coming from. Is that dark cloud that's been over us, and then sometimes it's been somewhat happiness. But 2024 is definitely the year of reset and blank space, blank canvas, starting over. So focus on restarting again and beginning again. That would be my
love
advice.
that. I love that.
All right, fashion dolls. Any final thoughts, Demon Malik? Let everyone know where they can follow you and check out your podcast and everything you have coming up. There's so much that you're working on.
Yeah. So in the next couple of days, you can go to my website. I mean, it's still there now, but there'll be more upcoming stuff on there, so you can really just look at what's going on. That's dmalikbeckford.com. You can follow me here at dmalikbeckford. Also on my other Instagram, Uncle Mac and Cheeses. That's where you kind of see a little bit more of my zany personality. I try to keep one thing kind of focused, and the other one is a little bit more kind of everything. I'll post random stuff. I think that's another passion of mine. So yeah, follow me there and look forward to all of the coaching opportunities and free classes. That's one thing I want to say. The last thing I'll say is I have this idea to create a free conservatory. I went to conservatory. It was expensive. I have all the work that they gave me. So I'm pretty much rehashing that, and it's going to be free for people, and they're going to be able to go to my website and get that free acting training from handouts, from videos that I'm putting together. So that's something that's going to be totally like my gift to this industry, the free conservatory. Oh my goodness. Hey Imani, how you doing? She's dope. We were in ragtime together at LaGuardia back in the day. So yeah, that's the goal. That's really what I want to do, is to explore this coaching, and you can follow that at dmalikbeckford.com and here on this Instagram, dmalikbeckford.
And the replay will be up, so make sure you guys head on over and subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime. You can check out my previous interview with D. Malik when we first met. He told me a funny story about when he was live on stage in a stage play, if you guys remember. So if you know, go back and check out that interview. So this is the second one for the books, and I'm definitely going to bring you back for my 18th season. I'm super excited.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you for getting 18 seasons and to many more, to many more.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited, you guys. Much in the horizon for all of us. And to anybody out there who's feeling that season emptiness, that holiday blues, pick yourself up. Surround yourself with people. The best way to get over sadness is to surround yourself with people who love and care for you genuinely. Ones who will uplift you, as I mentioned in the beginning, mid part of our interview. So make sure you guys are staying tuned here. We have some more amazing guests this week. Closing out to Christmas, we have a few more days left, a few more weeks. So make sure you guys are getting your shopping and things done before the stores get crowded, because I know there's going to be that final day close to Christmas and the stores are going to be packed, jam-packed. So make sure you go and get your shopping done. And Demon League, it was always a pleasure checking up with you and chatting with you.
Thank you, Stevie. I really appreciate you. You take care.
Always. You too. Take care, everyone.
All right, everybody. Take care. Peace.